Hey, it's Sage and I'm here with another video, this time chapter 899 of One Piece. Now, we start off with the cover page, like every other week, and this week, as a few people had suspected, we have the giant Goldberg. Now, Goldberg is the cook or chef of the new giant warrior pirates, which is pretty cool, and I'm interested in his shield, because that thing looks a bit like a homie. I'm sure it isn't a homie, but whatever's going on with it, because of the size of Goldberg, that shield is actually large enough to devour a person, which is interesting. But hopefully it's just an aesthetic because he's a cook and it's kind of got a mouth. But moving on to the chapter, we have an exchange between, to start with, Mount Dora and Brother Voice, but the real exchange is between Mount Dora and Paris Sparrow. Now, the whole point of this exchange is to kind of explain to the reader what the Big Mom Pirates are thinking, and they're thinking it's death or defeat. Which is, one of them's gonna happen, but it's not death, because I don't believe the Big Mom is going down this arc, for starters, and I know the cake isn't poisoned, so as the reader I have that luxury, but the Big Mom Pirates don't have that. And we also have the Nostello, Beige's ship in the background on fire, so they lose the Nostello. That was such a cool ship, but it's gone to ship heaven now, along with the Mary. But that's okay. And the exchange kind of ends with Paris Sparrow saying, "Prepare yourselves, the taste of the cake will decide our fates." So Mount Dora, obviously, having heard this, goes and explains to the others, you know, what the situation is, says to make sure that we capture Morgans and Stussy, because we can't allow journalists and Cypherpole to escape after the plausible defeat that's about to happen. They kind of let the town know, they let the whole island and all of Totland archipelago know that there is a chance that Mama, who is at Puff's Island, which is Chiffon's Island, is Puff's Island, which we didn't know, so it makes a bit more sense to why she's gone to Puff's Island now. You know, that's all kind of been told to everyone, and so everyone's kind of trying to flee Puff Island, like, oh, we're going to die, this cake, how can you have faith in it? You've betrayed us with Beige. It's alright. Like, it's closing a lot of loops. There were a lot of open ends of string dangling around the place, and they needed to be nice and tied up. And it's happening. We're getting those loose strings tied up, and the largest is the cake and Big Mum. And the next was how the fire tank pirates were going to escape. And the fire tank pirates have now escaped. Big Mum has got to the cake, she's right in front of it, she's drooling over it, the reader's drooling over it, like, we're all ready for this, and it's not happened yet, but 900, that's what Oda's been waiting for. He's been waiting for something big to put onto 900 to kind of redeem some of the things of Whole Cake. I know he has, and I can fully appreciate, as an artist, wanting your work to make as much sense as possible. So I've got to give it to him. Like, all of the setup that's been done is really hype, and then we go back to the Sunny with Luffy and the gang, and they're all like there and together, and thank God. And there was no fight coming onto the Sunny, which is nice. I'm really glad. I know a lot of people felt like there could be an exchange in between because we hadn't been shown them getting to the Sunny. But no. It just, pacing, timing was happening, which is good. It's good that pacing is getting better and it's not what it was. I'm enjoying myself more now. I'm enjoying this chapter. That's what I'm trying to explain, is although it was a setup chapter, I've enjoyed it. And I don't normally enjoy the setup chapters, so I'm happy. Let me be happy. You know? But yeah, Chopper patches him up and is kind of like, oh, you've lost as much blood as you could possibly lose, you know, make sure that you stay safe. And then Brooke looks behind and says, oh, Smoothie is still attacking us and we've still got the fleet behind us. And then Judge says, fire! And they fire the cannons and they protect the Straw Hats from Smoothie's fleet, although it seems. And then they come into a pincher technique because, like, Judge goes through this dialogue with Luffy that's really cool, and he's like, Sanji's a failure, you know, his skin isn't a shield, his feelings get in the way, and he just wants to cook for people, and this man is good for nothing. And Luffy goes, thanks, Pops, see you next time. And Jinbe is just laughing in the corner, and he's just there like, wahaha, y'all mad, y'all are mad, I'm ready for my adventure, and I'm ready too, Jinbe, me too, because it's heartwarming. It's that moment of Sanji going, what? Those weren't nice things, and Luffy going, oh no, but that was so lovely. Wasn't that a good heart-to-heart for you? Now you've reconciled with your dad? And that's all the reconciling we're going to get with Judge, so I hope everyone's okay with that. I know I am. And then, yeah, as I say, so they're pincered now, because Daifuku's fleet, I believe it is, has kind of come up from behind, and then there's Smoothies, or Daifuku's here, and there's another fleet. I don't 100% understand. It's getting a little kingdom with all these flanks and things, and there's diagrams. There are diagrams because it's not just me that's going to get confused, it's other people too. So there you go. But it all doesn't matter, because up from the waves comes Waratsumi, and the other Sun Pirates are under the ocean too, because my boy Jinbe, he jumps off the goddamn ship, and goes under the water, and to his shock, all of his subordinates, or former subordinates, until they're at the end of the territory, just to ultra confirm that Jinbe's coming on the crew, and there's not a lot people can do about it. Yeah, just to confirm where they were and that they're still helping, and Waratsumi's little smiling face in the background. But yeah, that other fleet it's screwed, because although the Sun Pirates aren't a large force, they are control of the water. They aren't controllers, they are the control. Like, understand that Waratsumi himself takes out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 boats in that one huzzah. Well, it's chess, and so far the Straw Hats are miraculously doing pretty well. And that is what this whole arc has been like. The Big Mum Pirates, they're set up as commanders and chess pieces and rooks, and having an actual chess soldier army. This has been a very strategical arc. Like, there haven't been as many big fights, and the big fights that we have had have been very strategy and personality and all of these other factors based. And Katakuri and Luffy, to me, was actually one of the few 100% almost strength. Like, it was like, there's no way of getting around it. Like, they had a man's battle, and of the two men, Luffy came out victorious. Like, that's what happened. Like, oh boy. But that's okay. And I'm liking the more strategy, the more wobbly woo plot holes kind of writing, because it reminds me of JoJo, and I love JoJo, but not everyone loves that. A lot of people don't love that. Like, for instance, and by plot holes I do mean plot holes like, we've not had so much explained to us. Like, there are hundreds of thousands of book prisoners. There are, you know, Stussy and Morgans have now run away, like, notably run away. we've got the Sun Pirates have finally come, the Giamma have finally come, and the Fire Tank Pirates' involvements look like they're over. But Caesar, he's still a missing one. So there are loose ends that I'm hoping will get tied up. But for this chapter, I've gotta rate it quite high. It's an 8. It's a solid 8 or 9. Because it was hype. It was hype. And it's a setup. It's all like this moment where he bursts out and Aladdin or whatever he's called is there with his little trident, and all the fishermen pirates are so good. So good. It's a good chapter. Be happy. I'm happy. We should all be happy. I've been experiencing a lot of real negativity around One Piece recently, which is fine. And I 100% think that we should be able to critique things that we enjoy. But I'm really vibing off of good mood and good happy thoughts. And so for this chapter, I give it good egg out of 10. It's been Sage. I'll see you next time.